Righty then. All right. So yeah, welcome back everyone to my live. We are on lesson number 2 in self-love, and today we're going to be talking about chakras and vibrations. All right. So yeah, make sure. Yeah, this filter kind of makes my eyes red, but I couldn't find the bold glamour. So if anybody knows what bold glamour is in the live, please let me know. Also, I'll try and interact more with you all today. I kind of have to take off my glasses to see the comments, but I'm going to go ahead and start with the live. And if you don't want to stay for the entire thing, I will post clips or a clip from the live on my feed, if you will. And I'll also post the entire lesson number 2 as well to my YouTube channel here in a few days. Yeah, so welcome, friends, and let's see if I can share this with people I know while I'm on this. Well, I would have to hit individual people. I'm just learning the live little icons as I go through this. So, yeah, because I don't do many lives. But like I told you yesterday, I do plan on doing more. But I want to start lesson number 2 with this image here. Hope you can see it. Yeah, so if you want to take a screenshot, go right ahead and take a screenshot, because I will be erasing this because we're going to talk about chakras. And I want to be able to write that information on the board for you. So go ahead if you want to and take a screenshot. All right. So like we were talking about yesterday about you being the center of your universe and about you being everything coming back to you, right? That nothing really happens outside of your control, right? I mean, there are a lot of things that will happen in your external world, but you are pretty much in control of your response to the external stimuli, external situations in your world. So I want to show you something real quick. Right here is the center of your universe. I'm going to turn off invites. Okay. I don't know why I get so many people invited who want to get on here with me. This is only my second live in forever, and I have no idea what you want to talk about. But if you want to comment below, you want to like the live, if you have a question after I get into this, then I'd be more than happy to converse with you, okay? But I'm going to do this lesson, and then we'll talk. But thanks for the invite anyways, all right? So this is you, my friend. This is you. Your circle of influence, if you will, is next to you would be your family. So your family would be very influential in your life. Next to that would be your friends, all right? So this is like your universe being spread out, right? Starts with you. And then your family, you're in close proximity, close relationship with your family, whether that be your husband or your wife, your whoever you're married to. And then you have your cousins and nieces and nephews and all those things like that. And then outside of that, you've got your friends. It makes your circle a little bit bigger. Outside of that, you've got your acquaintances, right? Which is this circle right here. So those would be people in your workplace, the people at church, people that you converse with on almost a daily or weekly basis. And they're not really friends, but they're people that you talk to, right? And then you bring that world out, your world reality, that circle out just a little bit larger. And then you have people that you don't know, but who you are in direct contact with. So this could be like if you have a job where, say, you're at Starbucks and people come in like, maybe once a week, and you're the barista, right? And you're serving them, so you may know their name. When you walk into Starbucks, they're like, "Hi, Jake," "Hi, Susie," whatever. And so these are people that you don't know, but you're in direct contact with. So that's a little bit further outside of your space, right? And then there are people a little bit larger right here. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. People a little bit larger out in your sphere of influence are people that you, people who know you, but that you don't know. And this, like say if you're a celebrity, right? So celebrities don't really know, I mean, they know people, but there are more people who know them than they know, right? So that would be their circle, or if you, there are people like, I'm sure with me, there are a lot of people who know of me, especially, been on social media and been a content creator. There are people that know me that I have no idea, that I don't know anything about, right? But this is still, has influence, right back to me. This is still part of my world's reality, right? And then outside of that, the last is everything else, right? So that's another topic, but there's other things out there that can affect you and have influence on you as well. So all of your world, everything about your world, let's see here. I don't know what it's asking me to do. Swipe to view comment. Okay, I'll swipe left to, okay. All right, cool. I'm not sure what all that's about. Let's see, swipe left to close. Okay, cool. As I said, I'm learning this live feature. So, and my eyes are really not this red. This is a filter because I cannot find bold glamour. I need to find bold glamour. That's my favorite filter. But at any rate, so this is vibration, my friends. This is frequency here. And I'll explain that here in the next, when we start to talk about chakras. You, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, people that you don't know but are in direct contact with, people that you don't know who may know you, and everything else, everybody else. This is your world, all of this. So what happens to you it vibrates out and affects all of that. And that's like the ripple effect that we talked about in lesson 1. What you in the rock throws out into a pot of water, and the ripple effects are your experiences throughout your life. And these people in these different phases, and these different, the wheel, if you will, of your life will affect you, and you will affect them. So yeah, again, take a screenshot if you want, because I'm going to erase that because we're going to get into chakras, but this is really important. I just want to give you a picture, an idea of what that kind of looks like when we start to talk about energy work, right? So allow me, I'm not a great artist here. I'm not, as far as drawing, but I think you'll get the point here. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this. And then I'm going to try and draw like a body, because we're going to talk about the chakras. So we've got a body here. We've got legs, arms, and we got a face. So pretend that that's the body, right? Yeah. Feet, fingers. All right. So let's get into chakra. So chakra is a Sanskrit word basically, which means wheel or cycle, right? So, yeah, let's put chakras up here so that everybody knows what we're talking about. And some people, well, they call it chakras, but, I say chakra, so you can say whatever you want. Chakra, you know what we're talking about. So, but basically, we'll start here with your first chakra or chakra, which is going to be right here. This is your first chakra. And that is your root chakra. This is the base of your spine. So I'm going to color it because it identifies with a color, right? And the root chakra identifies with the color red. So the root chakra identifies with the color red, right? And so for that color, let me get my little notes here. We'll write it here. The root chakra is at the base of your spine, right? So this is your grounding chakra, right? Your foundation. So this is all about your foundation and your grounding. It also can to, it also can mean your like financial independence, your money, your confidence. So tomorrow or in the next lesson, we'll talk about, because the reason why we're going through this is because we're going to talk about meditation, right? But a lot of people's chakras are closed, right? So that if your chakras or a lot of your chakras are closed, then you're going to feel a heaviness. So you're going to be vibrating at a heavier, dense type of frequency, not a high frequency, but a heavier one. So the reason why you meditate is to help clear out those chakras, and so that you can vibrate at a higher frequency, right? So what we'll do is we'll just go through the chakras today, and we'll explain. I'll just kind of give it a small definition of what each one means, and then later in another lesson we'll talk about how you can find out if yours are closed, and what that will mean, and how that looks in your personality, and how you go out through your life, right? And what will happen once you clear and open those chakras, how that will look as well. So the root chakra is about the foundation and about grounding, right? And it signifies with the color red, and also the element. You know, we have the elements: water, fire, earth, air, light, and divine consciousness. So this root chakra identifies with the element earth, which makes sense, right? Because it is at the base. So I don't know if you can read that or not, but earth is the element that the root chakra identifies with. So let's get another color here. Actually, I don't know. Let me go get my orange. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I'm not using this orange on this board. I'm not using this orange on this board. I'm gonna see if it'll erase before I write on it. Okay, so orange is good, which brings us to the next chakra, right? Which is your sacral chakra. So that's gonna be, we'll put it right here. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Here's your belly button, right? Here's your belly button right here. So say that's the belly button. And your sacral chakra is going to be about 2 inches below the belly button, right? So sacral, that's your second. I don't know if you can see that or not. But the sacral chakra is your 2 inches below the navel. But that is your second chakra. And the color it identifies with is orange, right? So let's do second here so you can see it. And orange. I kind of want to write all that in orange, but that orange is really hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and write it in black. So this sacral chakra is all about your emotions, how you deal with your emotions and other people's emotions, right? So naturally it falls under the water element. So water element, and let's see here. So yeah, this is a chakra all about creativity and sexuality, right? So we'll put creativity. And forgive my writing, but you know, it is what it is. Sexuality. So yeah. So let's see here. Or I guess I could say sexual energy. That'd probably be better, right? You know, your sexuality is there, no matter what. But this is all where your sexual energy is housed. That's where the energy is, right there below your navel. So think about that. You know, I can't be too graphic here on TikTok, but you know, when you have those moments of pleasure, where does that pleasure feel in your body, right? So that's your sacral chakra, right? So the third chakra is kind of the upper abdomen area right here. Third chakra. That color for the third chakra is going to be yellow. So this chakra right here, and I'm going to write in yellow because you won't be able to see it, but this is the solar plexus. That's your third chakra, which is the upper abdomen, right? And the color that it represents, you know, so when people say they see your aura and all this stuff, this is what they're talking about. The color that the third chakra represents is yellow. So we're going to do, you can't see it, so I wrote it in black, but it identifies with the color yellow, okay? So, all right, let me get my little, so this chakra, the third chakra means, or the message that the energy of the third chakra, it just means that you're free to express your true self and that you're, like say, in control of your life, right? And that's your third chakra. You'll notice people that have a lot of belly issues, a lot of maybe indigestion, you know, that could be maybe a sign that either your second or third chakra could be closed, right? But so this means that the third chakra, you're free to express yourself. And that you have control of your life. You feel in control of your life, basically. You know, you're not having to depend on somebody else to express who you are or to do what you want, pretty much, you know. I know we all have jobs and we have to, you know, work, a lot of us out of the home, and some of us even in the home, but, you know, we still have to answer to someone else. But I'm not necessarily talking about that as much as about people, and remember, in our close sphere of influence, like the family, the friends, you know, our acquaintances, stuff like that. When you feel held back or held down or brought down by the energies of others that you surround yourself with, then that can mean that you need to clean out your chakras and maybe have boundaries around the people that you're surrounding yourself with. All right, and I just mowed the yard before I came in here, so I'm allergic to a lot of outdoor plants and stuff, so forgive me, but I'm going to be a little bit more hoarse today than normal. I was going to do this before the yard, but it was getting dark, so anyway, so let's go to the fourth chakra, which is, I'm going to say, right, what says right here? Like, just right in here above the heart, right? This is the heart chakra. And that's the fourth one. So fourth, third, second, first. Heart chakra, and guess what? That identifies with the color green. Heart. Green. And I'm pretty sure if you people probably know this, if you rearrange the letters heart, you get earth, right? Which is green, you know. But yeah, heart chakra essentially is the air element in the zodiac. So yeah, air for the heart. And what do we have here? So so this is comes, pretty clear, or is intuitive, that the heart chakra, when it's open, when it's healthy, when your heart chakra is open, you're able to express compassion and empathy freely, right? So we'll put compassion and empathy. Empathy. Oh, empathy. Empathy. Okay, that's E. Empathy. I think I'm going to work on my writing. My writing sucks. But I'm trying to keep it small because it's my phone. We have to keep our phones vertical in this board. I don't want to go outside of the lines. But the heart chakra is your fourth chakra. If it's open, then you can freely express compassion and empathy for the heart chakra. And it's also the chakra that separates the lower vibrational chakras from the higher ones. So here is like the midway, if you will. Everything starting at the heart and above are your higher vibrational chakras. Okay, keep that in mind. Now let's see the fifth one, which is the one I'm having problems with right now. Let's see here, is we'll still write in black. So this right here, fifth chakra, is the throat chakra, right? And that color is going to be a light blue. Light blue. It resembles the color light blue, right? And so the throat chakra controls communication, self-expression, and truth. So communication, truth, excuse me, was it self-expression? That's the fifth chakra, okay? The throat chakra. And the color that it identifies with is light blue. So we've got two more left. So just bear with me. We're gonna make it through here. If you have any questions at this point, please chime in. Even those watching outside of the wall, chime in, ask me a question before we get to the next chakra. Or do you people already know about chakras? Is this like pretty elementary? I mean, do y'all know about chakras already? Do you know how to open your chakras if they're closed? Anybody? Can you please tap the live just to get more people in here? Any questions? I'm not seeing, let's see here. Not seeing any comments. Anybody? Any questions? Any questions? Let's see, comments. Hello, everybody. Hello. Everybody wants to say hello. Come on, get some interaction in here, people. Come on, we're talking about chakras. This is good stuff. This is important stuff. This stuff can save your life. Yeah, the next lesson we'll talk about when those chakras are developed. They're not all, you're not just born a baby and all of a sudden you got all these chakras. The first one develops between the ages of 1 and 7. Did you know that? Chakras don't all develop at the same time. Just like your brain is not fully developed until the age of 25, right? Yeah, so there's a pattern to all this stuff. There's stages, if you will. Just like there's stages to love, That's why people always say, oh, be careful of people that love bomb you, because they're not you know, it takes a while to get to know somebody. You know, you meet somebody, you go on one of these dating apps, in my eyes, you know, and then the person is in love with you the next week. No, it doesn't work like that, right? There's stages to everything. There's stages to growth, physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, even spiritually. So yeah, there's stages even to chakras. 1 to 7, the root chakra, from 1 to 7. I think it's from 8 to 14 for your sacral chakra. Yeah, from the ages of 8 to 14 for the sacral chakra. All right, so let's move on. This is an awesome chakra. The next one, it's your third eye, sometimes called the brow chakra. So this will be right here, center. I say center of your eyebrows, right here. That would be the 6th chakra. 6th and third eye. You know, I think some people call it, don't they like to call it the pineal gland? People say it has different pronunciations, but pineal gland. You know, don't brush your teeth with fluoride, you know, because it destroys your, I'm sure you've heard all that. But the third eye is, that color is represented with dark blue or purple. And I told you the 5th chakra was represented by the color light blue or turquoise, right? So the third eye chakra gives you, or it controls the ability for you to see the bigger picture, and to be in connection or in contact with your intuition, right? So these are all things that are not based on the physical world. You're able to see things that you don't see in the regular 3D. So when you hear people talk about the 3D world reality, and then the 4th and the 5th, and dimensions, if you will, you cannot cross over. You cannot see things you cannot see things above the 3D if you've not gotten your heart right. Your heart has not been open. That starts to open the other chakras up above you, right? The throat, your expression, and then your third eye chakra, because the third eye allows you to see the invisible world, if you will. So yeah, when that chakra is open, which you need to meditate, my friend, for that one to actually open up. And you can't force it. Sometimes people do take, you know, some psychedelics and stuff like that, you know, to help that eye open up. However, I believe in doing it the natural way. It takes time, patience, but, you know, like I said, it's a lifelong journey, and it's worth it, because I cannot tell you the things I know and have you believe me because you think I was crazy out of this world if you've not been there yourself. So that third eye, the pineal gland, has to be open in order for you to see a reality that doesn't exist in the 3D. So it's essentially the eye of the soul, and you get information. People call it downloads, or, you know, you get information that regular people in the 3D don't get, because they are just operating on lower vibrational frequencies. And when your heart, your throat, and your pineal gland chakra and your crown chakras are open, then you're vibrating at a much higher frequency, because you're living in a different type of dimension. Essentially is what it is, right? Because we're not just physical beings. I mean, we have a physical suit or avatar or whatever you want to call it. But our spirit is what's really alive. The electrical energy within us, and that is more real than the physical outfit that we're wearing, because this thing doesn't last forever, but the spirit does. The spirit goes on and moves on and transitions to other states of consciousness, whereas the body just, it ceases to exist, right? So, but your soul, your spirit doesn't. Yeah, and so that's really the real thing. But we spend in the 3D, we spend so much time working on that which doesn't matter, which is the things that we can see with our 3D eyes, not the things that we cannot see, that are really the real things behind the scene, right? It's a real operation that's going on. It's the motherboard, if you will. So, yeah, but your third eye, but we're going to get into that on another lesson. And I hope that you all are taking notes, and I hope that if you're not watching this complete video right now, but that in the future you will, and that you will take notes. And I tell you, this is like Christmas time. When you're a child and you can't wait to wake up and go downstairs and open all those presents, and there is so much excitement. This is the way I feel when I talk about this stuff, because this is you're essentially being born again, and life becomes completely fulfilling in a different way than it ever could have been when you were only living in 3D world reality. I mean, that shit doesn't satisfy anybody, right? There's just trauma, there's pain, there's suffering, there's attachments, there's expectations. But when you live from a 5-dimensional perspective, world reality view, when your pineal gland has been opened, your crown chakra, your world becomes huge. It becomes expansive, and it becomes full of love and full of understanding. And the things that worry ordinary people today about ordinary things become small things. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I think words fail me when I want to talk about love and God and Christ consciousness. What does that mean? What does that feel like? I don't think words can even describe it. So let me go on and get off this rant and go on to the next chakra, number 7. Okay, let's see here. That chakra is, which I already mentioned, is the crown chakra, which is above the head. So that's the 7th chakra, and it's called the crown. And the element that it identifies with is light. Let's see here. Is violet white. Sorry, violet white. And I actually meant to tell you here. So this is violet white here. Violet white, that's the color. And the 3rd chakra, I didn't mention that, is light. Light, that's what it identifies with. That's the color that the 6th chakra identifies with. So let me make sure I cover everything that I can think of in this lesson. And the element for the crown chakra is divine consciousness. I also believe I mentioned that. So for this one here is divine consciousness, which is the color there is violet white. Divine consciousness is the element for the crown chakra, and the element for the 3rd eye chakra is light. And then for the 5th chakra, the throat, is light blue. For the fourth chakra, the heart is green. And for the third chakra, the solar plexus is orange, right? Now, the third chakra, the solar plexus, let me see which one that is. Make sure I got that right. It is yellow. Yeah. So the third chakra is yellow. The second one, your sacral, is going to be orange. And the root chakra is going to be red. So yeah, hope you can get a good image of that. Not like you can read my writing, but we got seven chakras, all ranging from the color red up all the way to violet, white, with all colors in between. And yeah, so we will talk about in the next lesson about when your chakra is open, what that looks like, how that's conveyed out into your world. You know, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, people you work with, people at church, how that looks in operation, in day-to-day operation. And then also we'll talk about how, if it's closed, what that looks like. And then we'll talk about how to open. I'll give you some mantras for opening those chakras. So, but if I want to leave you one thing today, I want to tell you meditation. Meditation with my red eyes filter. Meditation is important. So you want to get moving, vibrationally, your frequency, you want to, bring it up. Then start working within here, not out there. Money ain't going to do it. The best relationship ain't going to do it. Because if you're not in the best place, that relationship is not going to serve you because you're not serving yourself, right? So, but start working within. I want to say, if you made a comment and I've not said anything, I don't know if I don't have comments to where I can see them. Like I said, this is kind of new. Let me see here. Because I'm not seeing any comments. Now, maybe people are not leaving comments, but I'm not seeing comments. So, let's see here. Comment tool. I'm not seeing any. So, but if for some reason I'm not doing this right and I'm not, you asked me a question and I'm not answering it, it's because I don't see your comment. But just give me a little time working with these live little things down here and figure out what to do. I mean, just yesterday I didn't even know how to get out of here. So if you've asked a question, okay, thank you, Energy. Okay, so you're right. So Energy says, I don't think people are commenting. Okay, so cool. So thank you. You commented, so thanks. So thanks for helping me out with that. So it works. But I'm not a scary person, people. So if you're coming in here, I see a lot of people joining and leaving. Maybe this is not your topic. I don't know. Maybe you know somebody. You can share the live. But I'm pretty much done here because I need to go eat. And it's like 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for me, 10:06. And, that was, I didn't do my best explaining the chakras. But it basically, they're energy centers. It's a Sanskrit word that means cycle or wheel. And it kind of is like the barometer of our energetic field in the body. So when we're feeling great, when we are in alignment with our body, then our body works well, right? Kind of like when you eat well, the body, has more energy, right? Versus if it's eating crap and sugar and, all this heavy stuff, then your body's not going to operate at its best, right? So just like the energy centers, we got to keep those open. Because if they're closed, let me give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. Say your heart chakra is closed. Let me tell you what that looks like. Give me a minute. Let me put my glasses on and get a sip of water. Okay. Say your heart chakra is closed. And I think this happens to a lot of men in society. And there's a reason why I say this, but let me just say, okay, so when your heart chakra is closed, you have a hard time opening up to people and being fully present on an emotional level, right? You have a hard time being vulnerable. Vulnerability is difficult for you because your heart chakra is probably closed. And a lot of people, they have defenses up because they've been hurt in the past. Did I get a comment? Okay, now it's an invite. No, you get, hey dude, what's your name? Mac Daddy. You can comment. I don't know you. Comment. Let me hear you talk. Let me see what you want to talk about. I just don't invite anybody into my life, especially not because I'm new here. I know how to invite you, but let me see what you're all about. I mean, are you digging this topic? What is it you want to talk about? Leave it in the comments. And let me see where you're coming from. But yeah, if your heart chakra is closed, you have a difficult time, being compassionate toward others. Think about it. If there are a lot of people who are in alignment with hatred and anger, and that keeps their heart chakra closed. Literally, it's closed because you cannot have an open heart when you're busy hating other people. So, if you are constantly complaining about other people and not liking other people and putting down other people for whatever reason, maybe they look different, maybe they're different from the people that you were raised around. You have whatever excuses you have. When you're constantly putting your heart in a negative space by having low vibrational thoughts, then your body follows that thought with a low vibrational frequency. So if you're out there in the world trying to find love, but you're in a low vibrational frequency, then you're probably going to attract someone who is going to match your frequency. So that's why I always say everything comes back to you. Your experiences are going to come back to you and where you are. That's why it's so important to work on yourself to get what you want. You want more in life? Work on you. You want a better society like I do? I can complain all day long about toxic society and about how I have been painted in this society, but that doesn't do me any good, to just sit around and complain. And it definitely didn't do me any good when I was 25 years old to be in emotional pain because of the way I thought society saw me. I can't change the way society is, right? But I can change me. And because I decided to change me and my insides, then I was able to see the world from a different perspective. And it doesn't mean that all these people outside of me have changed, but I now have a better understanding of why people are the way they are and why people act the way they do. And so my mission in my life is to keep myself open, keep myself in a loving vibrational frequency so that I can influence the people that are in close proximity and those that are further out from me. Like my family, my friends, my acquaintances, people at work, people at the bookstore, people at the coffee house, people that know me from afar that I may not know. All of that reverberates out into the universe and it has a rippling effect. So if I work on me and I elevate myself and make myself a better person, naturally that elevates everybody else that is connected to me. who is in close proximity to me and even further away. So that's how I make my world a better place, by working on myself, because I am a part of the world and I can influence the world. We all influence people, whether we know it or not. So instead of complaining that life sucks, people suck, everything sucks, then turn your focus off of the outside and put it on the inside, because God, universe, source has a lot of treasures to share with you and to show you. But remember, it comes through meditation. It comes through your focus and inward and doing the work of cleaning out those energetic attachments, working on yourself through meditation, mantras, writing, incorporating the correct data software up here, because your reality lives up here. And I will share with you all as well, in one of the lessons, some of the books that I have read in the past that has been instrumental in me moving from low vibrational frequencies and from a place of pain into a place of personal power. I'll definitely share those books with you. And maybe even on one of the lives, I'll read from one of my favorite books in the world, okay? I hope that sounds good for some of you all. Oh, gosh, I got some comments. Let me see what's going on. I love the message you're putting out. Thank you, Energy. Thank you very much. It says you can pin a comment now. Tap a comment to pin it. Moderators, let's see. Let me see if I can pin that. I'll pin that comment. Hey, I learned something new. Thank you. Yeah, this is all about just good vibration and just feeling good and doing the best we can in this life that we have. You know, so many people are just mad and just angry and upset, living in guilt and shame and frustration, depression, right? You know how big that is, sadness. I'm not saying I wasn't there. I was there before. I've been there before. But why get up every day, go out into the world with a sad face? You know, when there is so much to be thankful for. The fact that we are conscious, that we are alive, that we're breathing, that we can laugh, that we can listen to music. That's one thing that'll raise your vibration just like that. When you're feeling down, get on your Pandora or your YouTube or Spotify, put some music on that you just freaking love. And boy, just listen to it and sing it and just concentrate on that good feeling inside of you. That right there raises your vibrations immediately. Hugging a baby, a child, raises your vibrations immediately. Smiling, laughing raises your vibrations immediately. There are things that you could do that will almost immediately raise your vibrations. You don't even have to meditate. You can laugh, you can smile, you can hug a child, you can hug a pet, kiss a pet. How many of you got cats? Oh my God, just bury your face in your cat's neck and just kiss the cat and just hold, and that cat loves you. Pure energy, pure love. Those things raise your vibration. Music does that for me too. Oh, music all day long. Music is that's the food for my soul. I mean, if you could just try to keep yourself, just keep raising yourself in a constant state of higher vibration, because there's so much energy out here in the world that wants to pull you down, because there's a lot of unhealed people. You know, a lot of traumatized people. You know that 90% of all people have experienced one form of trauma or another. And you can only imagine how many of them have sought to get help, have sought either therapy or some form of what we're talking about here today. A lot of people just shut down that heart. They shut down that chakra. They shut other people out, people that are different from them, people that they don't think should be here, and they wonder why they're unhappy. You can't be happy with a closed heart chakra, and definitely not a closed third eye or brow chakra, because then you're stuck in the 3D world reality, and that's all you got. So anyway, all right. So I think I'm done. Yeah, thank you, Energy. Thank you for your comments. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So anyway, those who are watching me behind the wall, or those who have come in and out and whatever, please follow me. Please, because I'm going to keep putting out this content, and I'm going to get better as time goes along, because I'll get more comfortable doing these lives. And I do regular videos, but I'll just get better with time. And I'm a writer. I have probably about 6 or 7 books. I'll be linking you to those books as well. I talk all about self-love. Hit me up in my DM. If you got a problem, you got a situation with a mate, a partner, I'd love to give you some free advice. I do tarot readings. I'll have my website up here shortly. Maybe do some free tarot readings. I'm all about having fun and helping where I can, right? So I thank you so much for coming to lesson number 2 about chakras and vibrations. And we will have another lesson. I do have to work during the week, but I think I can probably put in another lesson tomorrow. Maybe I'll read from one of my favorite books, or either we'll finish up here and talk about each chakra when it's open, how that looks, and when it's closed, how that looks. And maybe I'll go ahead and write all that on the board and write it a little bit better so that you can read it, and maybe we'll take a screenshot and we can just go through it and not have to spend time writing it. But yeah, we'll finish talking about the wheels or the cycles, if you will, because these things are really important. And you can always Google this stuff as well and learn this stuff. And when you go into meditation, clearing your mind, you can start with your root chakra, and you can breathe in and breathe out. You can breathe in the mantra that I'm going to share with you, and you can breathe out that heaviness that keeps you closed. Okay, but we're going to go through all that. And like I said, follow me, because I really want to help you learn to love yourself so that you can create the life that you want to live, that you want to experience. Because you're the creator of your reality, and you got the power. Don't let anybody tell you you don't. All right. So until then, my friends, thank you. Thank you, Energy, for commenting. I'm in Tennessee all day long. Yeah. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'm going to go eat, and I'll see you, all my friends, later. And if anybody has I need to find the bowl filter, basically the bowl filter for this live, because I don't want my eyes to be so red. But I like this filter's okay, but I don't like how red my eyes are. Yeah. Thank you, Energy. I appreciate it. Until then, my friends, go out into the world, being your best self, treating others the way you want to be treated. And if you're not in a good space, just keep to yourself until you are. And if you want to get in a good space, put that song on. Put that music on. And one of my favorite songs, real quick, I'll just say, I think is it Stephanie Mills? I never knew love like this before. Now I'm lonely nevermore, since you came into my life. Now, to me, that song is not about a person. It's about God. It's about the realization that I am loved beyond a shadow of a doubt, and that I know this, that this information has been shown me, and that I know no matter what, no matter how anybody treats me, no matter if somebody leaves me in a relationship, I am loved forevermore, because I am loved in here, and God is inside of me, right? I'm not religious, so don't take me that way. But I do believe Source lives inside of us all. We're fragments of God. And through the third eye, the crown chakra, we come to that realization. And boy, when you do, you are truly born again. It ain't nothing, ain't no feeling like that, my friend. All right, so I'm going to go, and I know how to get out of here by that little thing there. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for any likes. Please follow me. I'll see you, my friends, on the next live.